What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Questions, tickers, throw them in the comment box. We'll start here in a little under 2 minutes. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, guys? Shelby, Jess, Brian, over on YouTube. What's up, Akil? I was up way too early today. Yeah, Rasta, we'll look at that. Get those questions or tickers in there, guys. In our last trading day of the week. Markets are closed tomorrow. In observance for the holidays. There might be limited hours for futures, but I'm not trading it. Yep. It was like what was it, an 80-point candle or 60-point candle in 1 minute. You stayed up too late, Evie? I was up too early. Sure, Mike. I have 3 dogs. I'm a dog dad. I'm a dog lover. I've had a lot of dogs over my life. I've got 3 currently. Scooby, he's sitting right here on the couch beside me. You're a junkie, Evie. All right, guys, let's get started. Good morning. Happy July 2nd, Thursday, our last trading day of the week. Oh, and how many times are you going to ask me to short gold? Why would you short gold? You can short gold, Owen. I'm going to buy gold. All right, so let's get into the report. Non-farm payrolls dropped today, guys, and the data was horrible. It was a 50% miss, which for implications for gold's a non-yielding asset, so it benefits from lower interest rate expectations. So now they're thinking that, different in May, different in June, that lowers the expectation of how hard a rate hike there would be, or if there'll be one at all. And so looking at the data, should be bad for indices and good for gold, but we'll just trade the technicals on it. All right, let me bring that back up. So it was a 50% miss. That's not good. The NIMO, neutral. It's at positive 14. NAMO, 15. It's like a broken record. Look at this, guys. It's been, there you go, Instagram. Been running just in that channel. We love it when it gets to these levels because we can mean revert really strongly for a really good swing trade. The VIX is 16. No protection. I've been saying that for weeks, haven't I? All right, guys. So Oh, shit. Stand by. Lost you, Instagram. There you are. All right, guys. So let's get into the report. ES is currently bullish. The next buy will be it. We set an anchored VWAP, guys, to the data drop. You can see we're below. So that is now resistance. So we're going to have daily VWAP, anchored VWAP channel, and until one of them breaks either side. But the next buy within that channel is it's probably around 755. And there's 10 points to that anchored VWAP, but you're going to have a sniper entry. Probably best to do it on 1 minute. We'll talk about that. Let's look at ES. Long bias, preset for a secondary read, or RTY. We already have a primary read. And we're on the 1 minute, so the next long would be about 3,051. It's still weird saying 3,000, and I was trading this thing, it was like 1,200. With the anchored VWAP over top, you got to have that set. Look at this failure right here, which would also been a good short. If you're looking for like fast longs and shorts, you can play this purple line today. Let's get into, but long bias, long bias, long bias. Are we going to get bias rollover? Let me reset this chart. The NAS is bearish, so we're actually looking for shorts. All right. Anybody want to? Does anybody want to short the NAS? What's going on here? What is? Okay, I see what's going on. So the next short is actually right where that red line is. You take it into the box. I don't know. Don't like it. I don't like the NAS right now. Don't like that, and I don't like us being in that box. There would be a buy off of 30,000. You can see how many times 30,000 is held. Look, all that, like multiple times. Here. Eventually, this thing's going to drop. I'll show you on this. Look, watch my weekend update. I'll put it out this weekend on YouTube. Look at that volume. That volume spike yesterday. Decreasing volume in general at my predicted. I predicted this top when price was right here, guys. All right. Volume decrease, and then we have a sell side spike. Right now, the all-time high anchored VWAP is supporting. I'd like to see it close below that today, and then we can just drop next week. Again, my near-term price target is that green line. Wherever that green line ends up in time, and then for sure 26,000 on a correction. So keep an eye on that in general. All right, let's go. So that's NQ, and I just did the underlier. Let's look at YM is very bullish, right? But we're into this box. I like a short at 53,000. Look how it's already dropping out. So if you do pick a price, I mean, it paid 150 points. All right, so we're watching for shorts here, potential longs on a discount, but the longs got to go back in the box. Traders, you know that's difficult. We talk about the duality of this box. That's why it's two colors. You can buy and short in those boxes. And then gold, guys. Look, mate, what was that spike? That was 78, 40, 20, 62 points, 62 point candle in 1 minute. I have a buy set up right here in gold futures. See the daily VWAP? Although the anchor VWAP is holding. So if I don't get my drop, I might have to play a second read off of that. And guys, as we dance around that, it might develop out. Yeah, look, see, we might get a second read on there. But I've got a buy set at 4,100, which is just above the VWAP. Stop loss here, $7,500 of risk, $50,000 worth of reward. I will trail it upward. So I'm buying 4,100. Letting it sit there. I'm letting it sit. Some of you guys crack me up. All right. And then oil, we just have it up. I won't talk about it right now. It's just one thing we'll talk about. Gas price, or oil's down to $67. Half as much as the oil spike, and I'm still paying way too fucking much at the pump. All right, guys. I'm here to help you. Let's get into those questions. So let's look at YouTube real quick. Whipsaw day, Jesse? You mean Whipsaw administration. It's, yeah. See, yeah, you got a nice short when it broke that VWAP. Yeah, excellent. I mean, you can, those VWAPs are very tradable on the 1 minute when data comes out. Ross, when does an anchor view? That's a good question. So when I built this for my team, like, first of all, this is the matrix running on the charts. What a tool. It's just phenomenal, guys. Adding it to your charts is awesome. You come to my VIP during my war rooms, you get its usage, right? But if you want to use it round the clock, you got to buy it and put it on your charts. But to answer your question, Ross, when I added this anchored VWAP that is right here, I deleted FOMOC and I deleted PCE, right? Because we're over a week away. Now, longer term, those are going to still have influence, but since I'm a day trader on this, I'm going to use the most influential, and that's our most recent. So to answer your question, when I have a significant data drop that comes out, I delete the previous. What are your thoughts on EEM? I'm hoping it rebounds today off DXY's weakness. Well, let's look at it. Yeah. Oh, so that data today was weakens DXY, guys. Weakens the dollar. DXY is the dollar, which strengthens gold. Remember, DXY down, gold up. They have a negative Pearson correlation. Talking about the emerging index fund. So fundamentally, I don't know much about this, if that's what you're asking about. Jesse, because I haven't charted this, but if it's based on that, I just do some technicals on it. Let me look. Set an anchored VWAP. Let's make that green. Your question is a little more fundamental than, because I'm a technical guy. Let's set an anchored VWAP here. I'm just looking for some support levels. You can see this isn't a nice trend. There you go. That's a good one. And let's throw an RTL in there from this change of trend. Let's see it. So it's at its median price on the trend. And then the discount, you might get a discount down around 60, the bottom of the trend at 63 to 64.5. So keep an eye on that. If you have any other specific questions, Jess, hit me in the group, Jesse. Yeah, Steven, that short of Dow was good. So you could pick a price. I mean, where you short at? You were short at A269. Yeah, I think you can. Well, it paid, depending on when you shorted. You would want, if you shorted it back here on that break, paid that much, you need to be break even. You probably get kicked out here, right? When it pays that much. If you've recently entered it here, then you need to use this pivot high as your stop loss. Darren, it's the non-farm payroll, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. See that right there? That's what you got to add to your charts. You're welcome, Ross. And guys, if you ask a question or you want a more in-depth answer, hit my free Discord links in the bio, tag me. I'll give you a better chart, whatever. You know, I'm here to help. And guys, the reason why I do this is it's proof of concept, right? There's a lot of frauds in this industry. So I do a lot of free stuff so you can kind of get a taste of what I do and see my experience and education. You can say, that's the guy I want to invest in and be in his group. It's God's honest truth, guys. I do so much free because it's advertising. And it gives you a chance to test me out, all right? All right, so I'll be back to you, YouTube, Instagram. What you got here? Scroll through. Oh, as far as equities, Rasta, this shit. I used to say I could give you an answer. Oh, well, that data point clearly means that this is up and that's down. But holy bizarro world. Like, I'm just going to trade the technicals, Rasta. You know what I mean? So, anyway, we'll take it for what it's worth. I think opening bell guys should react similarly. Should. but sometimes we'll see it run the opposite. We'll definitely need to stay out of that opening bell candle. I think it's going to be a shit show. See what other question. Mikey wants some FX. All right, let's look at some FX. So what do you want? Euro pair, Euro USD. Now, guys, I'm not an FX trader because it's not allowed in my state. I'm not allowed to trade it. Isn't that stupid? But my analysis works on them all. Now, a lot of times, guys, this is a lot of thesis playing, and understand that if the dollar gets weaker, the other currencies like euro will get stronger against it, right? And vice versa. So if our data is telling us the dollar and DXY drops, other currencies get stronger against us. So you can see that in this kind of little bit of a euro spike here, right? But notice on the daily, I assume you're talking about a swing trade. I could be wrong on the assumption, but that is a death cross on the 5,200, right? Just like that is a golden cross. That golden cross, 50 and 200, exploded it up. This here is also a death cross. So you see that 50 crossing the 200 caused that drop, right? And this should cause a drop unless this data change pushes it up. If you're looking for more myopic, I won't be able to do both your currency pairs, but I'll do this one for you. What you do is you go in, if you're looking for a day trade, go to the 1 hour. You can see that spike. I would also set a VWAP to that on a closer time frame. Let me run the matrix on this because the matrix is badass. All right. We're going to get to, all right. So the bias on the hourly is bullish. So you're looking for longs. Give me a second. I'll show you how this works. There we go. Look at that primary. It called a primary read here. Tough on that candle. You could buy the close. I'd look for a discount. And then you set a data VWAP to that candle. And this is a half mast formation. So that means there's the pull. There's the pennant. The next leg up will be this measurement, right? Snot-nosed kids on Instagram can't teach you this shit because I actually have the book education and the certificate that goes with it. So about 77 is the next move. So it looks like somewhere off that when that breaks. So your next leg up is there, right? Hopefully that helps. If you want anything more in depth, just hit me up in my free Discord and I can send you this chart. All right. There you go, Mikey. No, we're not shorting gold, Owen. I posted and talked about the long, Owen. Did you see it? All right. Gold. This is weaker dollar, stronger gold. That's the data. Scroll down some. Yeah, we don't short the NAS. And guys, while you're on, look at an Instagram, The Student Alpha. I just posted on there. Please go like, subscribe, and follow that Instagram because I will be leaving this one once I build that one because Meta has me blocked on everything on this one. So I've got to build a new account. And if you like my information, you're not going to get it if you don't go like, subscribe, and follow that other account. And you'll see that The Student Alpha. Yes, sound still holding that level. Remember when I put this out, Amlet, this was an aggressive trade, right? Fundamental buy based and with technical. It's holding that level. Now let me get rid of the matrix because on the wider time frames. So that's the stop loss still within the threshold and draw down a little bit depending on where you bought. You just got to, honor this trade plan, right? If you're in. Once you go into money, if you feel like it's risky, like once it tests this like $9.50 range, go break even if you're worried. Quadruple U. I'll have all the, look at these stocks, guys. All these will be on my weekend update. Make sure you follow me on YouTube at Student Alpha because I put them in there. Quadruple U. Yeah, you got to wait right now. You see the next buy plan is below. nuclear should take off. Should. At some point. Because Trump's pro-nuclear. Data centers need the energy. But then this is the next buy zone. I'll have it on the weekend update. Right now, you can't buy it. Gold target, 4,200 to 4,400. Short term. Yeah, Darian, I removed the FOMOC and PC unless you're doing longer term trading and leave them on. Guys, I got to leave. I'm out of time. My traders are waiting for me. Would you please join me? If you like what I do for free, take my 7-day free trial and come trade with me. All right, guys, have a good long weekend. I won't be on tomorrow morning, and there'll be no war room tomorrow because it's a holiday. Happy 250th USA. I hope we turn this ship around because it's a shit show. But take care, guys. I'll see you Monday.